In this video, we will learn about properties of magnet. A magnet is a piece of the substance which has the property of attracting iron objects and other magnetic substances towards it. This property of attracting iron pieces by a magnet is simply known as magnetism. So let us study some important properties of magnets. The magnetic force of magnet is maximum at its poles. So first of all, what do we mean by poles? Poles is simply basically every magnet has two poles. So suppose here we have a simple bar magnet. So it would be something like this. Here we are able to see two ends are there. One is this end and one is this end. These two ends are simply called as its poles. So these are the poles of the magnet. So a magnet's strongest attractive force is found at its two ends, which are actually known as magnetic poles. And every magnet has two poles. One is called as south and the other is called as north. So dielectric property of a magnet. Suspending a magnet through a thread, suppose, so it will always align itself in north-south direction. The end of the bar magnet pointing towards geographic north is called north pole of the magnet, and the end of the bar magnet which is pointing towards geographic south pole of our earth is called as south pole of the magnet. Magnetic poles exist in pair only, means if there is a north pole then there has to be a south pole. A bar magnet has actually two poles. We can't separate these two poles by any means. In other words, magnetic poles always exist in pairs. So there has to be north. If there is a north pole, then there has to be a south pole. Similarly, if there is a south pole, then there has to be a north pole. So though they basically exist in pairs only. Here is an example in which a magnet attracts iron objects. So here this is the magnet, and here is one of some of iron substances like nail. We are able to see an iron nail, and here basically iron nail. The other seems to be iron needle. So this is the example. Now magnetic induction is basically if a soft iron bar is brought closer to a stronger magnet. The iron bars after some time also behaving as a magnet, and even it start attracting small iron pins. However, the iron bars show magnetism as long as the magnet is placed near it. As soon as we remove this magnet, the soft iron bar loses its magnetization, and the iron pin which was attracted earlier by it now fall down. This property of producing temporary magnetism, the temporary magnetism in basically we generated in soft iron. So in a magnetic substance, so magnetic substance in this case was soft iron, due to the presence of a magnet near it is called as magnetic induction. Now the law of magnetism states like magnetic poles repel one another and unlike magnetic poles attract each other, means north magnetic pole repels north magnetic pole of another magnet. Similarly, south magnetic pole repels south magnetic pole of another magnet, but it will attract a south pole of another magnet, means north north repel, north south attract. Similarly, south south repels one another and south north attracts each other. This is the law of magnetism. Let us do a test for a magnet. So repulsion means moving away or repelling the other magnet is the sure test of magnetism. A magnet can attract a magnetic material even if that material is not a magnet. Like we are able to see that magnet is attracting objects of iron, cobalt, nickel. So it is attracting, but it is not actually repelling. It only repels when same pole or like pole came into its area. So however, repulsion where two magnets push away each other happens only between similar poles of two magnets. Hence, magnetic repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. To show it, let us perform a activity. In this, we need to show that repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. So material required are a bar magnet, wooden stand, fine thread, and a given iron object, which to be tested whether it is magnetized or demagnetized. So let us have a look on the procedure. Suspend a bar magnet from a stand using fine thread. Bring one end of the given iron object to be tested close to north pole of the suspended magnet and then to its south pole, and then see finally what exactly happens. So let us have a look on the setup. So this is the object which we need to be tested. So this is the object. Now we are bringing it towards, first suppose it's towards north pole, and then we are again doing it towards south pole, and then again south, and then we will basically, so first of all, suppose this is my north pole, this is my south pole. Suppose if this substance is magnet, then again here north south. Now in this way we are doing north south here and south north here. So what is happening here, suppose this is the north and this is the south pole. So if they will repel in this case, then we can clearly say that it is short magnet. Why? Because repulsion is basically the sure test of magnetism. So observation and conclusion will be, if the iron object is attracted by both the poles, means if this substance, if this point will be attracted by here as well as here, then we can say it is clear that it is simply a magnetic substance, not a magnet, because it is not repelling any one pole. However, if the iron object experiences attraction due to one pole and repulsion due to another, then the object is sure a magnet. So I just hope it is clear to you. Thank you.